Hello, man here, and welcome back to the Upper Mississippi River Valley here, Farming Simulator 22, and we are getting close to wrapping this series up, everyone. One more episode after this one here, and we will be done on this map here. And speaking of one more, by the way, Evan, we've got one more field of soybeans to harvest here. I've started on this here already, got the headland. I think I got 2 headland passes done already, if I'm not mistaken here. So 2 headland passes already done here. Obviously, we probably won't finish the field up here this episode, but between this episode and next episode and maybe some work off camera, Evan, hopefully we can finish this field here. At least that's my goal anyway. So we finished up field 42. We're now on to field 41 here. And just to give you guys an idea of how much we got off of field 42 here, as far as I know, I think everything that is from field 42 is on the trucks here. So we got one truck 95% full. It's almost full of soybeans, Evan. Not quite, and I'm actually not even sure how much the second truck has here. I haven't actually looked. And only like, so we got basically like a truck and a half, everyone. A truck and a half of soybeans. Not very good when you think about it. Again, of course, everyone, it is snowing out here in the game. Outside of like just outright turning it off, I don't know that there's much I can do about that. So, and we actually did a live stream on this map here last night as well. Kind of had that same question, like, why are you harvesting in the snow? Well, everyone, we don't have much choice, everyone. I don't know, maybe I wasn't clear about that here before, but again, I don't think, and you folks can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we have much choice. Just from my experience on this map, everyone, it's not going to stop snowing. We can check the forecast. I don't know that I would trust it, but yeah, I mean, according to this, can I scroll this? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the hourly forecast, everyone, according to the hourly forecast, at least for this in-game day, there is no stop in the snow. And then if you look, December 2, it says it's going to snow. December 3, it's going to snow. January 1st, it's going to snow. January 2nd, it's going to snow. January 3rd, it's going to snow. And then February 1st, I think that's when I don't think we can harvest them in February anymore, right? Corn you can. Interestingly, corn you can actually harvest in February yet. That's actually probably not too far from the truth. Soybeans, you can still harvest them in January as well, apparently. But again, according to this forecast, we're going to get snow every day. Now, does that mean we'll get snow every single hour of every single day? Maybe not, everyone. But my guess would be is we probably will. So yeah, again, going back to the question, if I'm not mistaken, everyone, I don't think we have a choice at this point. Either we leave the soybeans out in the field, let them wither and die, and we get absolutely nothing off of them, or we harvest them in the snow and cry and whine because our yield is just absolute crap because of the snow. I don't know. Okay, we're going to go back to field 41, by the way, when we're done unloading this, so you should be good. And you need to go to the Upper Mississippi Rail Silo. And then same thing with this truck here as well. Then we'll get over to field 41 and start harvesting that field here as well, of course. I'll switch you around to field 41. And again, it doesn't matter in this case what the actual like crop type is set to that one. You don't really care about that one, right? Come on, truck. Let's go. Go, and we should be good to turn you on. Yep, and you're going to the correct place. Perfect. Okay. Yep, that should be good. I don't think we'll need trucks for a little bit here, everyone, so won't bother worrying about that here for now. I've got, I think, do I have both grain carts over here? Yes, I've got both grain carts over here. I believe I had to unload the one combine once here already. And yeah, when I say once, like, I literally just had to unload them once, everyone. Now, the first combine here, the one with the tracks on it. This is the one I was using to harvest the headlands here. So, and what I'm thinking I'm probably going to do here, one is I'm going to have a hired worker maybe. Or should I set up Courseplay? I don't know. I'm thinking I'm just going to throw a hired worker on this, to be honest. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're just going to put a hired worker on that right there and let the hired worker have at it. We'll stop right there. Let's go grab the second combine here. Get him lined up, and we'll just let the hired worker go. And well, let's face it, Evan, I probably won't have to unload this mining all this episode, so we'll see once. Maybe he'll fill up. Lovely. It tells us every time. Yes, yes, I know. Like, there's something I can do about it. Okay, and answer the question, Evan, is there something? Technically, yes, I could turn the snow off, Evan. But, just talking about that in the comments, Evan, that seems a little cheatish to me there, so just turning the snow off. I mean, this is legit what it's supposed to be. Now, with that being said, I mean, I don't know that I necessarily agree with the massive yield loss we're experiencing. Again, I don't know what the percentages on this are, Evan. But, yeah, I don't necessarily agree with it, but oh well. Working our way around the field here. As a reminder again, Evan, one more episode, and then next week we're going to be starting a brand new map. We are going to be moving on to Westbridge Hills. And for those of you wondering, again, the significance of that map, well, approximately 10 years ago, Evan, that is when I started playing farming, well, alright, just playing farming. I started doing videos on Farming Simulator, right? Started the Titanium DLC, which was the Westbridge Hills map. And this was also, just, like a couple of things that are significant about this, Evan. Obviously, again, like I said, that's when I started doing the Farming Simulator videos, the Titanium DLC on Westbridge Hills. But the Titanium DLC was also kind of sort of Farming Simulator's first adventure into, like, the American farming, I would say. I mean, obviously, at that point, I mean, there was plenty of people in America playing Farming Simulator, but this was, like, the first official, like, content from Giants that had, like, more of an American, just more American, I guess, right? Instead of the European-style equipment, European maps, stuff like that, right? This was supposed to be an American map, and then, of course, with the Titanium DLC, you also had the Case equipment as well. I believe that was Case's first time in the game, if I remember correctly. And then, of course, all that equipment was, again, the more American style of that equipment, I would say, as well. Instead of the tractors having front 3 points, they had front weights. Again, much more common here in America, but a lot of times you don't see the front 3 points. You will occasionally see the front 3 points, Evan, but I would say they are very, very rare. Typically, it's just a weight package out front on the tractors. Stack a few extra 1,000 pounds of weight out front. I noticed too, I was looking at this field here, according to our yield map here, it looks like we are getting a perfect 125% yield, which, again, as we've discussed before, is clearly absolutely lying to us. In perfect conditions, Evan, that is what we should probably be getting, but apparently with the rain here, map doesn't actually, like, truly reflect your actual real yield. Begs the question, what's the point of this map then? I wonder if it's, like, actually not even actually we can just, there we go. Turn it off, right, Evan? Turn it off. Might as well not even look at that rubbish. I'm sure if I were to get out as well, it should tell us we're, I don't know if this may be exact section, but it should tell us we're getting like 125% too, I would think. Autosave. Oh, I got to say, by the way, speaking of the autosave mod, I mean, if you don't have that mod, and you're at least on the PC anyway, definitely should have that mod. Like, why do you not have that mod? That is like a necessary mod to fix another one of Giant stupidities. And of course, that Giant stupidity, as we've discussed many times, is referring to the fact that Giant's autosave only works if you go into the menu. So the game is supposed to save every 15 minutes, Evan, but unless you go into the menu, it never actually autosaves. Not sure why Giants thought that was a great idea, but yeah. Okay, if we're out here, everyone, we should see where's... Oh, you know what? Yeah, I should like go into the crop here. Then it'll tell us, right? Okay, so yeah, we're not in a 125% section here. We're in an 89% section. So And we're 89 out of 89, Evan, so, like, perfect. It doesn't get any better than this, at least for this type of soil that's right here. You know, if we can find one of the sections, that's 125 here. I don't know how far we got to go here without, like, wasting too much time on this here. Apparently quite a ways. Really? Ah, there we go. 125, so, yep. We're in the section of the field of 125 out of 125. It's, like, perfect, right? And I don't know... Well, yeah, I guess the only thing we missed on this field, Evan, was the mulching? Just the mulching, I think, right? But we had that field rolled, too, so I don't know. It still seemed a little low on the yield on that field to me, but whatever. The rain is definitely hurting us far more than anything else is. So, anyway, let's get some GPS going here. Turn that on. Let's load up. I believe we are going at 0 degrees here. Auto with that. About the right spot, too. Just a little extra overlap there, but we're going with it. Oh, and I just realized we're almost full here, too, aren't we? Let's get that pipe out here. We'll have to go grab the grain cart here in just a moment. There we go. We are full. Oh, I just realized, too, this actually is in liters here at the moment, too, isn't it? Okay, well, we're in liters, I guess. Whatever. Oh, this is in liters, too. Yeah. I am running the unit convert light mod, everyone. Or is it actually, maybe they just call it the unit convert now. I know for a while it was unit convert light. And when I say light, L-I-T-E as in light as in weight, not light as in, like, light, right? Light as in brightness. I might have just renamed, now it's just the unit convert. But anyway, unit convert, again, when that is supposed to convert all your liters and all the, you know, communist units over to, you know, American units, right? Or over to freedom units. Yeah, that's what we'll call them. Yes. You know, instead of liters, you're measuring in bushels. Still seems like a weird form of measurement there to measure crops in liters. About the only thing we measure in liters around here, everyone, is pop. And no, everyone, it's not soda, it's pop. The only thing we measure over here in liters is pop. Buy your 1 liter or your 2 liter pop bottles. Okay, well, this is probably like the only time I'll have to unload here this episode. So, I mean, one good thing about that one keeps harvest moving, right? Speaking about keeping harvest moving, though, by the way, yeah, going back to the whole Courseplay conundrum here. I don't know what is up with Courseplay one, but I showed it on the live stream as well. When Courseplay is just being massively derpy. I don't know why, but the level of derp is astronomically off the roof as far as just... And it's not that maybe the driving is so bad, it's Courseplay pulls up to unload the combine, and the combine never unloads. Like, why is the combine not unloading? I don't know. Oh, I just look, we're a little low on fuel here. Need some fuel pretty quick. You know, the combine just takes off and starts driving around the field. Like, why is the combine driving around the field? The combine has a course. It should stay on the course. But no, the combine's driving around the field. Let's see, what else we got for derps? Yeah, those are probably the two big ones. The big one, of course, is Courseplay not unloading. That's the one I can think of here at the moment. Then, of course, you have the usual Courseplay crashing into stuff. Oh, that's I know I was forgetting one. I'm like, trying to think. What's the other one? Where the grain carts just quit. And when I say the grain carts quit, they'll be somewhere in the field and Courseplay literally turns off. I don't know why. I'm just like, Courseplay's literally off. Like, you go looking for the grain cart. Like, where's the grain cart? Oh, there he is over there. He's not running on Courseplay anymore. Like, why? I don't know, but no idea. Baffling. Very, very baffling. Looks like that combine is still rolling yet. Good. We'll just try to keep an eye on him. And like I said, we'll probably do some harvesting ourselves here. Might even harvest, well, I was going to say, harvest it all myself, but with the exception of what that combine's doing, we'll maybe harvest all. Uh-oh. Oh, boy, one. That's not good. That is not good. Oh, maybe we're okay. We might be okay yet. There comes the snow, everyone. There's the snow. This is the part I was dreading, everyone. Now, we seem to be doing okay so far. Let's see how this goes, everyone. It's possible the physics for snow haven't quite kicked in yet, or we don't quite have enough yet either here. I think if we just get like the one layer of snow, we might be okay. It's when you get 2 layers of snow, that's when you start having problems, everyone. Now, obviously, at this point in real life, you would kind of be screwed. Like, yeah. Yeah, it's snow, everyone. There's not much you can do about that, right? Harvesting soybeans when you actually have, like, snow on the ground, and you actually have, like, an accumulated amount of snow. Yeah, might as well forget about harvesting the soybeans at that point. Not a good thing, right? But again, I don't know, if we're going to harvest the beans, then we don't have much choice in the game here. Yes, again, I can remove the snow. There are ways of doing that, but I don't know. That seems a little cheatish to me, so. Surprised we actually went this long before getting snow. And by the way, for those of you who have not played on this map before here, everyone, like, snow is a very, very real thing here on this map, everyone. Like, you get a lot of snow on this map. And I think I've showed this here as well. Like, once you start snowing on the map, everyone, you pretty much got to shut down operations. There's really not much you can do. And again, as I've shown this before too, like, there's really not much you can do as far as, like, removing the snow either. Giants and snow removal is, wow, really, really bad, everyone. Really bad. I don't think Giants, again, as we've said before, quite understands the concept of snow. Anyway, let's head over to the comment section here a moment, see what you folks had to say here for last episode. Oh, and a reminder here, too, before I forget everyone. If you haven't already clicked the subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And, of course, once you are subscribed, don't forget to click the like button and turn on your notifications as well. That way you get notified of the next, latest, greatest Upper Mississippi River episode. Which, again, next episode will be the wrap-up for this map here, by the way. And then, of course, stay tuned for next week, everyone. We'll be moving on to the next map. Again, Westbridge Hills. So, don't forget, too, if you'd like to follow me on the rest of my social media channels, everyone, you can find those all linked down below in the description there. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can, well, yeah, if you want to join us in Teampseak, too, anyone's welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow our rules. Which, following the rules, everyone, is pretty much following the first rule there. Play nicely. That's really our only rule. For those you're wondering, by the way. So, yeah, you're welcome to join us in on the multiplayer servers there as well. And information, again, down below in the description there. Don't forget, too, if you'd like to catch some more content, everyone, RDAllen over on Twitch. Again, RDAllen on Twitch. Is the other combine moving yet? I can't even see him. Is he outside of my view or something happened? Yeah, no, he's over there. Okay. Oh, must be just outside of the draw distance. There he is. He showed up, and yeah, he's still rolling yet. So, interesting. Oh, must be just outside of it. Like, I can zoom out, and then the 9RX over there disappears. Zoom in, there it is. Zoom out, gone. There it is. Zoom out. Oh, I can't quite zoom out far enough anymore. The grain cart must have a little bit further draw distance on it or something like that. That is something you can set in the mod, by the way. You can control the draw distances of stuff, everyone. And that is something that some modders are notorious about not setting correctly. If you set a really long draw distance, everyone, I mean, in some ways it's nice having that means you can see it for a long ways, right? Like, kind of weird. Like, can't see the combine. Well, you can now, but like a moment ago, you couldn't see the combine over there, right? Now you can, outside of the draw distance. But you don't want to have too large of a draw distance either. I mean, otherwise your graphics performance really starts hurting, right? Especially in this game. Again, this game is not not what I call the most graphically optimized game, in my opinion. I know Giants likes to tell you it is, Evan, but I don't know. I mean, you play other games, it's like, wow, getting a really good frame rate, graphics look really good. You go play this game, it's like, I don't know about that. Anyway, to the comments here. Tim was saying, in Illinois, we had light snow in November. Boy, there are still lots of soybeans and corn in the fields because it has been so wet. Farmers even got stuck in the fields too. Oh yeah, we had some of the same things going on here as well. Fortunately, like the end of November there, we had a little bit of dry weather, and farmers were able to get out in the fields and get most of the rest of the soybeans. In fact, I think they might have got all the soybeans at this point. I don't know if I've seen any soybeans left. We still have a few fields of corn left yet. Again, due to the wet conditions there. And in fact, Evan, there's a field just down the road from I live here. You can see that is exactly what happened to the farmer. They started harvesting the field. They tried to harvest it, Evan, but you can see where it was too wet, and they ended up having to pull out of that field. So, of course, that cornfield is still standing yet. I'm sure they're waiting for it to freeze, at which point then they can get back on the field and hopefully finish the harvest. Christopher was saying, good video, keep it up. Hey, thank you very much for that. Hetcher was also saying, good video. Thank you very much for that as well. And did you see the latest update for Courseplay? Could it be the update causing the problems? That is a good question. This has been going on for a couple weeks here now, so if this new update is like really new, probably not, but I'm not sure. Or possibly I need to get the new update and that will fix it. Good question. Don't know. Mason was saying my Courseplay has been doing the no unload as well, but on my end it is the cart's fault. And Mason has more of his comment here. I'll read that in a minute, but I just want to circle back to this here and say, in my case, Evan, I'm not sure if it's the cart's fault or the combine. I'm kind of blaming the combine, Evan, because whenever this happens, and it happens almost, I think it happens every time. I could be wrong, but it seems like it happens every single time. You end up having to turn Courseplay off, turn the combine on, and the combine just starts unloading. So I don't think the problem lies in the grain cart. It seems like it's the combine's fault, but again, I'm not sure. Ooh, looks like that other combine, speaking of the combine, is full. Let's turn around here a minute, just so we keep our progress going. I'm going to throw a hired worker on this here one. Oh, boy. Oh, my. Missing spots. I'm telling you, folks, terrible. Terrible. Anyway, to the rest of the Mason's comment here. He was saying the tractor won't open the cover, so the combine won't unload. Stop Courseplay, open the cover. Things work again, but it's only happening when Courseplay is going up and down the field a few hundred feet from the turnaround. I guess for you, Courseplay wants to get the heck out of Dodge because it knows what is about to happen with the snow. Keep up the awesome work. Hey, thank you very much for that. Yeah, it's I'd blame the snow for this, Evan, but I don't think the snow has anything to do with this because we had the same problem on field 27 and 28. That was our cornfield, Evan, and it wasn't snowing or raining then. So the cornfield was doing the exact same thing, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Okay, and I'm pretty sure the hired worker will just stay there and unload, so we'll shut this tractor back off here again. Or he can just sit there for the next half hour while we wait for him to finish or fill up again. I mean, so far, yeah, I unloaded what? The once? Yeah, I unloaded once here so far, one. I think it's probably safe to say I won't have to unload again here this episode. Kind of sad. Norton was saying you should see which piece of equipment has the most hours before you leave the map. I had a 4960 with 125 hours on it. Cost about 8,000 an hour to repair. Whoa, 8,000 an hour to repair. Oh my goodness. But I'm sure. Actually, let's turn this back off the hired worker here. Wonder what our costs are. Maybe we'll have to. Maybe I can look at it now. Nope. Turn the combine on. Thank you, hired worker. I didn't realize the hired worker shut it off on us. Yeah, nothing. I want to go driving out in the field if you can help that one. Let's see what the verdict is. Gotta remember where this one even is again. I don't look at this one very often here. Well, let's see. Wage payment. Wait, water costs. Why do I have water costs? Huh. Pigs, maybe? Fuel costs. Actually, not very much. Wow, that's kind of weird. Seems like it should be more than that. Production costs, property maintenance, vehicle running costs. Not really that high. I'm not sure why. Again, we got 13 there, 8 there. New vehicles, 212. I don't know what that one was for. That actually, I think that was the grain cart, probably. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing like any hourly cost on our equipment here, other than this one right here, vehicle running cost. I'm assuming that's which one it is there. You know, we're at 13.5, and then we're up to 9 here so far. Unless, actually, you know what? Well, no, there is a hired worker one, right? So that's not hired workers. Contract, wage payment. There we go. Wage payment. Yep, 28,000. Which means Courseplay is probably making us pay for it, isn't it? Maybe I should go turn that off. Get playing Courseplay. At least in previous versions of Courseplay button, I would always turn off Courseplay's wages. Like, nope, I am not paying for your derp. You're working for free. I wonder why Courseplay was so derpy then. Anyway. Brian was saying it's because you're harvesting in the snow. It makes you lose yield. Wow, no way, really? It sure does. Yes, it does. It is making us lose yield really badly. Tiger Outlaw was saying, you will be severely docked for moisture content at the elevator. They would probably not accept the beans. This would cause mold in their bins. Ridiculous. You are harvesting them. Well, there, Tiger Outlaw, I would, actually, you know what? We discussed this early in the episode. We got two choices. We can either, and at least in my opinion here, and you folks can let me know if I'm maybe missing any, but we got two choices. We can either harvest these beans in the snow, accept the yield loss that we're getting, everyone, or we can let them sit and the wither and we'll not harvest them. Unfortunately, with the weather here on this map, everyone, once it starts snowing, it doesn't stop. At least in real life, Evan, at least around where I live anyway, usually it snows, it stops, and at least this time of year, usually the snow will go away again because we're hovering right around that 30-degree mark, you know. So one day it's below 30, it's snow, and the next day it's above 30, the snow melts. But not so much in this game, everyone. I don't know, is there even a temperature? Does it tell us what the time? Oh yeah, 28 degrees. Oh, December 3 actually says it's going to be 36, but I don't think the snow is going to melt that day. I doubt, anyway. Anyway, man, looking at the time here, looks like it is time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.